Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now. This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. My name is Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is a channel where we come together to everything related to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related content, your number one source for everything. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. How has your week been so far? It's the middle of the week. Well, it's basically a scenario where we're speaking about matters that I know is a big interest of everybody here. Nathan Morgan says, bless up Simon P. Nathan, how are you doing? Hope you are doing well. How is everything? Hope your family are doing good. And guys, if you haven't already, you smash the like button. And after you smash the like button, then you hit the subscribe button. All right, guys? Quite simple. Smash the like button and then smash the subscribe button. So very simple. Smash the like button and then smash the subscribe button. So that's what you guys have to do right now. And yeah, very simple. Very special hello to everybody that we see within the chat. Jordan McCarthy says, bless up, bro. And Jordan Williams says, big up. Alrighty. Sounds good. Sounds good. How is everybody else doing? Smash the like button, guys. And then after you smash the like button, quite simple, you hit the subscribe button. All right. Good. Yes, Abdi, how are you doing? Well, I'm doing well. Doing it right now, video right now. And you guys, as you can see right now, hope everybody else is doing okay. So with all of that being said, Coach Heimer Halgrimsson, as you guys know from last week, had his first camp with the national team. And this was in relation to the domestic based players. And he spoke about that in the interview, as you guys heard about. And he also spoke in detail in relation to his thoughts about the overseas players. And I'm going to go a little bit more in depth for you guys, so that you guys can get some information in relation to that matter, and that we can go and have a clear mind and a clear head moving forward. So yeah, that's what I'll say. Yeah. Now, with all of that being said, now, Coach Harma Helgrimsson, Jay Dice says, top of the morning, Uncle Simon. Jay Dice, how are you doing, sir? Hope you are doing well, man. Great to hear from you. Great to hear from you. And hope you and everybody in the family are also doing quite well. So let's talk. All right. Let's talk about, yep. The overseas players. And the overseas players, I know, is a big situation, especially for a lot of people. The balance of it, the quantity of it, as you guys know, from around 2012, I've had the discussions because, as you guys know, when Theodore Tapper Whitmore took over from John Barnes in 2009, you guys remember what happened, right? Well, basically, what happened was this. You had a scenario where Jamal Campbell-Rice was the only UK born player in the squad. 2011, no UK born players were in the squad. So from 2009, the next time that there was a UK born player in the squad was Nyron Nosworthy and Adrian Mariappa 3 years later. 3 years later. And let's go to the second stint of Tapper when he took over 2016. 2016 Caribbean Cup, 2017 Gold Cup, no UK born players in the Gold Cup squad 2017. 2018, the CONCACAF Nations League. So 2 years later, with Michael Hector and Mariappa playing against the Cayman Islands, that was the next time that we saw overseas UK-based players in the squad. Now, you could say things are different. Wayne Evans, blessings. Hope you're doing well, sir. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. If you guys are just tuning in, smash the like button. And after you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. All right, guys? Cool. So what Coach Heimer Halgrimsson has said is that he will be in direct contact with all of the overseas-based players at his disposal. And basically what he will do is reach out to them if they're not playing at their club, ask them the reason for this and what is happening so that he can know exactly what is going on. And with all of that being said, I would have to say that this is something that is positive, to keep in touch with your players, to know exactly how they're doing, what is the situation behind the situation at their clubs. Why is it that Jamal Lowe is not getting any playing time? Is it just out of favor? Has he lost his form? Is there a niggling injury that is being plagued at this point in time? Well, these are the things that have to be considered. Mario Russell says, good morning, Simon. Good morning, Mario. How are you doing, Mario? All is doing well? Well, I hope you guys are doing okay. So that's something that we can pay special and keen attention to. Mario says, real talk. So, right, this is something that is critical, extremely critical, because as you guys know already, and we'll go back to the example of Tapper. He took over his second full stint in 2016, right? And then Gold Cup 2019, Michael Hector was the only UK-born player. Mariappa played in the Nations League with Bobby Reid. 2020 came around. Jamaica played Bermuda. Of course, that was a match that was not on a FIFA date. So, and then the Saudi Arabia games. Ravel Morrison got his opportunity. Greg Lee got the opportunity. Then came 2021. Amari Bell, Andre Gray, Casey Palmer, Jamal Lowe, Liam Moore, Ethan Pinnock, Curtis Tilt got their opportunities to play. Good. Now, with all of that being said now, I can openly and honestly say that that's not something that's going to happen again. Going a prolonged period of time without using certain players. If a player is not called up, it simply means one of three things. They're not in good form, injury, or they might not fit the bill for the specific set of games. So, simple as that. I know Jamal Lowe is a QPR, but I'm just saying the situation when he was at Bournemouth, it wasn't a lot of minutes that he was getting Natty Congo. But I do believe that, yes, at QPR, he will get the playing time that he deserves. And I personally do believe that there will be a situation where perhaps if QPR does well and get to the playoffs, there might even be a situation where say, hey, join us for 2 seasons or a season. Yeah, Andre Gray, that's right. Blake Hilton says, bless up, Simon. Bless up, Blake. All is well. Jade Green says, big up, Simon. Big up, Jade. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Up, Simon, on the chat. Big up, Jason Guno. Hope you're well. Quick question. Does overseas-based players mean... No, Blake. So I was just making an example. For me, overseas-based players doesn't mean UK-born players. To me, Leon Bailey is an overseas-based player. He's Jamaican-born. Leon Bailey is overseas-based. Damien Lowe, Andre Blake, Corey Burke. These are overseas-based players. Shamar Nicholson, these are overseas-based players. Daniel Johnson, these are overseas-based players. So you don't have to be UK-born to be considered overseas-based. So overseas-based does not have to be in relation to where you're born. Overseas-based is just playing your club football outside of Jamaica. Hopefully that clarifies what you're saying. Dre Anyweather Sports, check. How are you doing, sir? Hope you and the family are doing well. How are things? Hope you're doing good. How's everybody doing? Guys, if you haven't already, smash the like button. And after you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. All right, guys, quite simple. Smash the like button. And after you smash the like button, then smash the subscribe button as well. All right, quite simple. Smash the subscribe button. Yep, simple. Just like that. That's all you guys have to do. Smash the like button and smash the subscribe button. So, Blake, I hope that answered your question. If there is a follow-up, then you can go ahead in the chat and ask another question. But specifically speaking, hopefully that was able to answer you in that manner. Yeah, Blake is talking about Chelsea. Chelsea are still in the Champions League and they have Dortmund. I would give Amari Hutchinson that opportunity. Honestly, I would give Amari Hutchinson that opportunity to play Champions League football. Oh, that would be special. That would be something. So I want to see him get that opportunity to play within the Champions League. That would be good. So that's something I would love to see. Sean, 3679. That means good morning in Dutch. Yes, Simon, that makes sense. Thanks, bro. No problem. Hopefully that clarifies everything for you guys and everything there. So guys, if you haven't already, smash the like button, and after you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. So going back to the point that we were talking about in terms of Jaime Halgrimsson and objectives and things that are trying to achieve. Melis Reed, good morning. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. All right. Now, he's made it clear that these conversations will be done on a regular basis. And again, I have to commend Coach Halgrimsson for this incentive, for this strategy, because communication is the best way to succeed. Without communication, it's going to be extremely difficult. But with the communication, you're able to accomplish everything that you need to set out to do. And with Coach Halgrimsson, he will be candid in his approach. If he feels that Blair Turgott has put on weight, he'll tell Blair Turgott, you have to lose £3. If that is the scenario, in that situation. Mr. Gallagher says, Damari Gray, Cameron Archer, Max Aaron's, Ethan Lear, Jacob Ramsey example. These guys should come in, Coach Grimmy. Realistically speaking, Mr. Galaxy, it's going to be tough to get all 5, to be honest with you. At least this calendar year. All 5 this calendar year, I think would be extremely tough to do that. Morning, Simon, just joining. Can we expect any new overseas players in the Nations League sort of versus Mexico? Possibly John Russell. Possibly John Russell could be in the mix for this squad in particular. I don't like how the club deal with Jamal Lowe. He just had a newborn last year. Exactly. I'm very, very disappointed that it was handled in that manner. And I know QPR will treat him better where this is concerned. Jay Dice says, we need Turgott. Jay, you know that Turgott won the Swedish top flight, right? And you know that he has, not only has he won the top flight, but he's going to be playing in the Champions League later this year. He scored goals to help his team to win the title. So if I'm being honest with you, Blair Turgott is not an automatic starter for the Reggae Boys. But does he make a 23-member squad for me? Yes, he does. I think he deserves the opportunity based on what he has presented club-wise, with the form that he has presented for Hacken to go on and actually win the league itself for them. Not many Reggae Boys go and win the top flight league. Deva Orgil was the last one we have to go back that actually won a top flight league as well, when he spent some time over in Finland. So with Blair Turgott, last season, it was a season to remember, 2022. Went there, 2 goals, 7 assists, 23 appearances, scoring a goal to help his team, BK Hakan, win the league and secure their first ever title, of course, Swedish title. Now, as it relates specifically towards the Swedish league, it doesn't start back until April 1. So right now, Blair Turgott is not playing any football. So when Jamaica takes on Mexico in the Nations League, he's going to be in preseason form. He's not going to be in the same form as the English-based players. He's going to be in preseason form, which is not bad, but he would be lacking match sharpness. And I guess the only way to improve on that match sharpness is by playing games. And BK Hacken will play a couple of preseason games. So he will have 1, probably 2 preseason games under his belt. So those are other reasons why I'm saying that for me, he's not a part of the 11. However, I would have him part of a 23 for sure. John Russell fit right now. Haven't seen for Huddersfield in a while. Getting there. My Russell, well, I didn't know that. Yeah, they won the league. Doing very well. Jamaica take too long to call up Devo. For me, from when he was a Jamaica under-17 player, I feel like before all the injuries came into play, yeah, Deva Orgil should have, for me, Deva Orgil should have been a player applying his trade in Europe for me as a teenager. Trent Boring, is there any truth to Gold Cup 2023 being the only Gold Cup in this cycle? I heard for the 2025 summer they might reinstate a Confederations Cup. Okay, so Trent Boring, the CONCACAF Gold Cup in particular, there will be a Gold Cup that will be taking place this summer, and that will be June 24 to July 16. There will also be a Gold Cup in 2025 as well. There will be another Gold Cup as well come 2025. So Nothing that you have to worry about at all. But yes, there will be an extended in terms of a. So when the Gold Cup started, it was 8 teams. Now it's 16 teams. There's a consideration: should we expand the Gold Cup to 24 teams? So that's something that is being considered, a 24-team Gold Cup, which of course would give more opportunities to Caribbean nations. As we know as well, where the Gold Cup is concerned, when Jamaica get into the Gold Cup final, Jamaica went to the Gold Cup finals when it was a 12-team tournament, and Jamaica got to the semi-final when it was firstly a 16-team tournament. But this 2023 edition, it will be a 16-team tournament. So, yeah, a 16-team tournament there. Now, that's something we can look out for. But the games for the 2023 Gold Cup, it will be in the United States. It will be in the US. So that's something that we can process on at this point in time. The 2023 edition of the Gold Cup will be in the United States. It will be in the summer. And the Gold Cup will announce quite shortly the host venues for the tournament. Jamaica versus Trinidad for local based player. Are you saying that you would love to see a friendly match, Jamaica versus Trinidad, with just domestic based players for both teams? That's what you're saying, Alex? I wouldn't mind that idea, actually. Like I've always said, Cayman is right there and Cuba is right there. So I don't mind if we have one friendly a month with the domestic based players, of course, it not being in the FIFA window. So if Cayman gets their act together and Jamaica has their domestic based players, I'm down. I'm down for that. Hakan has cup matches in February, so hopefully that helps him as well. That is a good point. There is cup matches, but you know the situation, Jason, when it comes to cup matches, that you lose and you're out. So that's just one game under your belt. But hopefully they do have a deep run within the cup so that he's able to garner that sort of growth. At the end of the day, the coach will want to keep his job. Assembling Jamaica's strongest team will be the coach's priority, says Natty Congo. Yeah. That will certainly be the priority, for sure. Mary Russell says, we need to get a top-class player agent. Understood. The 16-team format reminds me of the old Euros a bit. 24-team tournament just doesn't have the same feel to it, especially in the group stage. I understand what you're saying. I just personally want to see the expansion to give more teams opportunities. You know, people talk about this 48-team World Cup, about diluting the quality and so on. And yes, perhaps you're going to see Germany beat Papua New Guinea 12-0, perhaps. But if we didn't have an expanded World Cup to 24 teams, would we have seen Algeria defeat West Germany? Would we have ever seen, when it expanded to 32 teams, would we ever have seen Senegal beat France? Would we have seen South Korea beat Italy? Would we have seen, in addition to all of that, Morocco beat Belgium? Would we ever have seen Costa Rica beat Italy? So imagine now with the Gold Cup potentially expanding to 24 teams down the road, perhaps 2027 or 2021. Imagine a day where Montserrat defeats Canada. We've already seen where the Gold Cup expanded to 16 team has made progress. Do you guys remember what happened in the 2019 edition of the Gold Cup? When the first time the Gold Cup expanded to 16 teams, you know what shock results came from the tournament? Well, let me remind you that in this tournament in particular, Bermuda defeated Nicaragua. That's right, Bermuda defeated Nicaragua in the Gold Cup. Now, you know what else happened? Curacao defeated Honduras That's right. Curacao defeated Honduras. So the expansion, you do have the surprises here and there, and these are the stuff that brings memories, or these are the things that we reflect on for years and years to come. These are the things that we look back on and reflect upon. These are the things that we talk about and think about and just process in our minds. And these are the things that we never forget. These are the moments that will always stay with us. These are the moments that will always, always, always linger with us. We can't brush this aside. We can't brush this aside at all. Martinique defeating Canada at a Gold Cup. That happened. That happened. Yeah. It's true. It's true. So while people talk about diluting of quality, I look at it as the moments. This is what we play football for, the moments. Montserrat defeated Belize. Just let that sink in. Montserrat, a country of just 4,000 people, defeated Belize. Just process that, guys. That is just simply amazing, isn't it? Who would have thought that? Who would have ever have thought that? But it happened. Simon, you think that we should restore the historical tournaments in like the Caribbean Cup? Yes, the Caribbean Cup should come back. As mentioned on this platform before, the president of the Caribbean Football Union, Randy Harris, has openly said that he's open to the Caribbean Cup being reinstated, but it would need corporate sponsors. And in addition to corporate sponsors, he can't promise that the tournament will be played during a FIFA window, which means that the tournament will be played in a non-FIFA window, which basically means that if it's at the end of the year, like a November, December, then the only players that you would have available to you are the players that apply their trade in North America, Scandinavia, and domestic-based players. So that's what we can say. Mhm. Well, that's thinking, folks. Simon, what of Rico Wilson? You mean Rico Lewis? Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis, you mean? Yep, Rico Lewis. He's someone that I would love to have part of the program. Rico is quality. Knockout cup competition, so the players get experience in knockout competition too. You mean like a Jamaican FA Cup locally? Yeah, I would embrace that 100%. Saudi Arabia beat Argentina. Anything is possible in football. You should see the amount of like. Let me tell you other like. Other like. You guys would be surprised at the amount of like upsets that we've had. We wouldn't, if we didn't see a World Cup expansion, we wouldn't see Senegal defeat France. We wouldn't see Denmark beat France. We wouldn't see South Korea beat Poland. We wouldn't see USA beat Portugal. We wouldn't see South Korea beat Portugal. And this is from the 2002 World Cup, by the way. We wouldn't see Ecuador beat Croatia. We wouldn't see Senegal beat Sweden. We wouldn't see Turkey beat Japan. We wouldn't see South Korea beat Spain. You know what I'm saying? All of this was just from the 2002 World Cup. We could go back to 98 where Nigeria defeated Spain 3-2. We'll go back to 94 where Bulgaria went to the third place playoff. Bulgaria. We could even go back to 1990 where Ireland got to the quarterfinals without even winning a single game. Who was the Caribbean team that beat us in the National Stadium, Simon? In the Caribbean Cup, that was Martinique, 1993. Yeah, if you're asking generally the last time a Caribbean team defeated Jamaica at the National Stadium, then that would be Haiti, 2016. Jay Badrul says, Simon, good morning. We can become the number one. All we need is the right players and right system. Number one in CONCACAF? Absolutely, absolutely, Jay Bad. Mario Russell, he is a puppet of the CONCACAF president. I don't know who you're talking about. Why doesn't CONCACAF create an African Nations Championship type tournament? How would the format differ from the Gold Cup that it is right now? Jordan McCarthy says, yep, he did actually. But at the time that he won it, he wasn't a reggae boy. But he did win the Scottish Premiership. Remember, Celtic won the title 2021, June 2021. And his debut came September. So he wasn't a reggae boy at the time. So that is what I meant when it relates to that matter in particular. Kemar Roof is 30 now. And yep, scoring goals. And Rangers are on the cusp of a trophy. That's right. Very, very close to it, in fact. Rangers will play in the Scottish League Cup final against Celtic on February 26th. So a month from now. And the Rangers, they didn't win any game in the Champions League group stages. Tuffy Ryder says, bless up, Simon. Bless up. Simon, what you know of Morgan Gibbs White for Nottingham Forest? As I've mentioned on this platform before, he's a player that I would love to see part of the national programme. Very, very good player. Won the Under-17 World Cup with England in 2017 in India. A player that I would love to have part of the programme. And somebody personally I think could make a massive difference in terms of adding that spark to the Jamaican style and basically giving that impetus. I know that he's not necessarily on Gareth Southgate's radar, so that is why it's really is a good opportunity for us. Still don't understand how they make this new CONCACAF president scrap the tournament. Well, it basically took the place of the CONCACAF. The Nations League took it basically. So basically, it's CONCACAF Nations League. CONCACAF is umbrella for the Caribbean as well. So that's the reasoning behind it. Even the Central American Championship, the UNCAF Championship, is dissolved as well. And it used to be called the Copa Centroamericana. The last time that was played was 2017. But if you ask persons in that region, they'll also tell you that they wish that it was still around. Dean Fraser says, Rico Lewis playing for Jamaica, no change. No change? You're saying no chance? So you're saying that he's going to be an England international? That's what you're saying? You think that he's going to be an England international? Okay. All right, cool. Absolutely. Number one. I fully agree with expanding the World Cup, Simon. Jamaica, Colombia, Italy, Ivory Coast, or Cote d'Ivoire, and many others. Yeah. And did you know you still have teams from 1998 World Cup that haven't been back to the World Cup since? Austria have not been to the World Cup since 1998. Norway have not been back to the World Cup since 1998. Bulgaria have not been back to the World Cup since 1998. And Jamaica have not been back to the World Cup since 1998. So those are 4 countries from 1998. So it's not only Jamaica. There's other countries that have not qualified for the World Cup since 1998. Other countries. There are other countries. As I said, Jamaica, Austria, Bulgaria, Norway, and believe it or not, there's one more. You guys know which team that is? Romania. Romania have not been back to the World Cup since 1998. So 5 countries. Simon, what is your Cash App info? I don't have Cash App, but you can use a super chat feature. And after you use a super chat feature, you can do that. Or what you can do, you can send a private message to Simon.Preston on Instagram, and we can talk business over there. Simon.Preston on Instagram. That is Simon.Preston on Instagram for more details. All right. Lovell's Network. So let me know how you're going to contact me. It is Simon.Preston on Instagram, or message Reggae Boys Commentary on Instagram. Private message there. But I don't have Cash App. What would be your ideal squad for the next FIFA window? The Mexico game? Ideal squad. Kanaya Boys Clark, Andre Blake, Amal Knight, Ethan Pinnock, Damian Lowe, Richard King, Curtis Tilt, Mariappa, Javane Brown, Amari Bell, Dimitri Mitchell, John Russell, Lewis Baker, Dexter Lembikisa, Ravel Morrison, Daniel Johnson, Morgan Gibbs White, Michael Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Blair Turgot, Jamal Lowe, Bobby Reed, Michael Antonio, Kaheem Paris. I want to give a opportunity to Anthony Stewart. Maxi Football says, big up people. All right, guys, JD is in the chat right now. Right now, it's about 4 o'clock, 4:30 in Belgium. He soon has to pick up his children from school. Best's documentary says, bless up Simon. Bless up Lauren Johnson says, Morgan Gibbs White is on England radars. Gareth Southgate has not looked at him as a priority at this point in time. Could that change in a year or two? Possibly. He's 22 now. He's going to be 23 on Friday. And for me personally, I just don't see him basically. I think Cole Palmer is ahead of him for England. A few others, but let's see. But I do think others are ahead of him from an England standpoint. 1-1 says, big up. Some of the African Nations Championship is like AFCON, but only local-based players can represent the country. Same thing. Okay, interesting. I think that could work for a Caribbean Cup. Big up, everybody. Big up Simon, the man with the real deal, says Jarvis Paris. Big up. Good morning, Simon. I really think Jamaica should win this year's Gold Cup. I really think Jamaica has the quality players from goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, wingers, and centre forwards. I'm going to have to agree with you there. Talent is not Jamaica's issue. Talent will never be Jamaica's issue. Never. I don't have a problem with the Nations League. We need both tournaments so we can have more games for the national team, says Mari Russell. I'm going to have to agree with you there. And for other reasons, I know it might seem like bad mind, but Trinidad and Tobago have won 8 Caribbean Cup titles. Jamaica has won 6. I want to knock Trinidad and Tobago off their perch. Big up 1-1 says I'm actually football. Big up. That was 2006. Yeah. And the question was relating to the most recent team. But that result you're talking about under Carl Brown, that came 2006. St. Vincent's were under the coach at the time, Zoran Vrans. And they took a 2-0 lead before Roland Dean pulled one back for Jamaica. And Jamaica were eliminated in the group stages of the Caribbean Cup by goal difference. Please don't justify it, Simon. It's because poor preparation will miss out on so many World Cups. I was making the point that there are 5 countries that haven't qualified since 1998. Simon, I think the GFF should. Thank you very much, Wayne. I really, really appreciate it. Levels Network, hit me up. Send a private message to Reggae Boys Commentary on Instagram, or Simon.Preston on Instagram, or SimonPreston93 on Twitter. All right. So that's where you go. All right. What happened to Johnson Clark Harris? Nothing happened to him. Nothing happened to him. Back then, the tournament needed expanded, but now I don't think it does. Africa has good teams that didn't make it, but CONCACAF don't need more teams. I would love to see a 24-team Gold Cup, though. A 24-team Gold Cup, that would be fine. And then we see Montserrat taking on Costa Rica, and then we see Antigua and Barbuda battling to the wire to edge Honduras 1-0. And then after that, we see Guyana going tooth for nail with Nicaragua. You can't call everybody, to be honest, just have to filter, says J Dice. Amari Hutchinson, yeah. Amari Hutchinson. Nobody wants to watch teams get 8. Keep reducing the quality of the tournament or lose its value, so we have to be careful about the expansion business. And if we don't expand, we're going to have the same thing where it's going to be like cricket, where every World Cup is 8 teams and 10 teams, and we know exactly who's going to win it. We know who's going to beat who. Predictable. Simon, you is the one that started this platform talking about the Jamaican football program. Yes, Mario. So thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Hope you are doing well. Dancing class today for her with mommy. Okay, all right. So daddy wasn't invited to dancing class today as well. JD, bless up. With Folkia, Gravillon, Ambrose, Santini, and company, Guadeloupe, maybe a top 4 or top 3 most talented team in the Caribbean. That is if they get those gems to gel, Trent Boring. That is if they can get all those tools they have together and put it together. Chris Smith said, Simon, up. What's up, Chris? Matty Congo, Simon, I saw an interview conducted by the Oxford Mail where Jovan Anderson has declared for Jamaica. He has done so for a number of years, and we've spoken about him on this channel as well. Big up. Maxi Football, says Chris Smith. Jason Guna, bless. Okay, nice. JD, you're not joining the family. Do you can get sun? That is right, JD. Join the family. Do some dancing. Yes, of course. JD talking about he's 6'1" and 109 kilograms. You do some dancing, and by the end of the session, you're 107 kilograms. Trust me, you'll see it. Consistency is our problem. Consistency is key. Jamaica's biggest problem is lack of coaching. I do think our coaches locally need more opportunities. So we do have the Gothia Cup, when you do have the Milk Cup, when you do have the Toulon Cup. I believe our coaches deserve to get these opportunities so the JFF can sort out travel and accommodation and the accreditation for these coaches. They go to these courses, they come back and they do a presentation in front of the JFF, what they learned, what happened, and what Jamaica can take from this experience moving forward. Boom. It's not hard, isn't it? I think JFF coaches should go. I think coaches on the island should go to Holland in April for the Kingston Football Academy tour. I think they should go to Spain in June, where Ballas will play Barcelona and a couple other teams, play in Barcelona rather, and reflect on these experiences. What is done at youth level? What are they doing that we're not doing? Or what are we doing that they are not doing? Observation. And you just be like a sponge and just absorb everything while you're there. You see Curacao and Suriname surpassing Honduras and Panama this World Cup cycle. Yes. Yes, read Honduras, Panama, they'll be close. Surpassing them both, but they'll be in that bracket. One I saw the same was going to play for, so I'm just waiting to hear if they're going to say he's not interested. No, man. Hey, Douglas, I'm training. That's why I never went to dancing class when 12. What are you training, JD? Honestly. What do you mean you say you're training? Training what? You're training to dance or you're training to do something else? What are you training about? Please specify. Please make us know. I'm eager to hear. Oh, and just so you guys are aware, Jovan Anderson follows the JFF, Rebel Morrison, and Marvin Johnson on Instagram. So, yeah. So there you go. Let that be something that stays with you. Something that happened over on Elite Sports Classic channel I don't like. What happened? We need to have more respect for one another. Respect is key. What can be done to make the national team gel more? Maybe they can meet once a month to practice chemistry on the continent they play for their club. You can't get the domestic and the overseas based players together every month. But what you can do is ensure that you're calling up the same core, the same group of players consistently so that you can have that chemistry and cohesion. And what you can do so that the local players can have a synergy as well is have what coach is saying, the once every 2 weeks, you have the camps. Ideally, I'd want it to be every week, 2 days every week. However, once every other week, fine. For now, to start things off, okay. But by the time the Gold Cup draws closer, I would love for that to be every week. Gold Cup has 4 teams in it already. How are we going to make the tournament gain respect and an audience around the world if we bring teams that cannot kick a ball straight? Well, 1-1. When you see Montserrat defeat Belize, and when you see Curacao defeat Costa Rica, that's when people are going to be like, whoa. They're not going to business watching USA beat Anguilla 16, love. But they're going to take note of the Curacao win over Costa Rica. 1-1, I think you'll put the other man them. I'm wondering if they're going to say the funds are not there to bring in players. Simon, hope you're well. Any news on CDM and also with Miles Skelly Lewis of Arsenal? Can you confirm if he has Jamaican heritage? Miles Skelly Lewis, I'll do my research, Ramoy, and get back to you. All right? I'll do the research and get back to you for sure. Yeah. For real, bro. Foreign lifestyle, not easy, fam. Got million jobs. Anglomo. He's on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. Yeah. Simon, I'm still very active, just not as before. Okay, all right, cool, cool. B Douglas, yes, we want money, but in the time, Simon always tries to keep talk solution based. That is correct. We need to pick a system and allow us to da 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 da.
Trying to do the A European license in the end. I have to start from the lowest level. No. I'm just explaining.
All right.
That's all.
Yeah.
I was just explaining.
All right,
The
JD,
story.
big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. JD was just sending me a voice note, guys, about what he's training for and everything. So sounds good. Sounds good. Big up yourself. Enough respect, and I appreciate the clarity. So thank you. It was very good. Very helpful. I think head coach need to have some class. Oh, you mean coaching? Coaching the coaches in a sense. Okay. Okay. All right. My free time, I do have football studies to catch up on homework, my job expansion as well. Okay, all right, cool. So yeah, practice chemistry. That is not science class. Good one. Good one. Good morning, Simon. Big up yourself. Good morning, Devon. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing. Who unfollowed Jamaica? What are you talking about? Chemistry is all the excuse. You've trouble, JD. Why people pick on you? What you do to the people then? Why people are pick on JD? So my gosh, it's like an attack. Like when Arsenal playing against a team in the fourth division. My God, man, vroom vroom. Bobby Reed work rate is so good. I love it. Dexter Daps, big up Dexter. Alan Carr, big up Simon. What is going on now with the overseas players? Island Card, to make a long story short, what I was saying is that Coach Halgrimsson is going to have individual communications with the overseas based players. And when I mean overseas based players, I'm talking specifically about those national players that ply their trade outside of Jamaica. These are both Jamaican born and non Jamaican born players who are reggae boys. UK born and also Jamaican born. So that is what Coach Halgrimsson is going to do. Keep in touch with them, see why they're not playing at the club, if they're in, or if they are playing at the club, how's it going, and everything of that nature. We'll see. We see a decent performance from Trinidad if they get to the Gold Cup. Yeah, they haven't been the same since 2015. Everything just went downhill. Everything has just went downhill since there. Decent. If Trinidad gets out of their group, that will be considered success. Alan Carr, bless up, fam. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Bless up, everybody. So yeah. So yeah. Demar Gray is over? No. No, he's not in Jamaica. Does Demar Gray have a Jamaican passport? No, he does not have a Jamaican passport. So that's the situation, folks. No Jamaican passport for Damari Gray. No Jamaican passport for Damari Gray. Trinidad are terrible. They play a 10-0-0 formation. More like up 7. We need 10 new faces by Copa America. Copa America next summer. 18 months, 10 new faces. Yeah, that's possible. All Jamaica players in English League are playing good. Majority of them are. Give us some names of quality players we can realistically get right now. Lewis Baker, John Russell, Omari Hutchinson. Yeah. Why Damari Gray doesn't have a passport? Because in order to get a Jamaican passport, you have to submit documents and you have to show evidence that that particular family member was born in Jamaica. And once you can provide that evidence that that family member was born in Jamaica, then you can get a Jamaican passport. But if you've not submitted those documents, then you can't get a Jamaican passport. Is Tyler Roberts eligible for selection for Jamaica? Yeah. Will he get a call up for Mexico? I'm not sure, but I would love to see him get a call up. But he still wants to play with Jamaica because he's lost it a lot. You talking about Damari? Honestly, I don't think Damari cares, but I hope he does. I'm afraid of the So yeah. That's what I say. Man, them mostly out of sync when they play. Are you talking about senior team? It's gonna take time, you know. It's just gonna take time. It's just gonna take time. What's the latest? Anybody specific on the verge of a call-up? Could be John Russell. He's yet to submit his documents. Correct. What's his interest in playing for us like? I don't expect him to be called up for the Mexico game. I hope so, but I just don't have an expectation. If Hutchinson committed, Jamaica wouldn't need him. What do you mean, wouldn't need him? What do you mean, wouldn't need him? So Basil Reynolds at the training camp. Coach Grimm had, he played some role in JFF. Was one of the best coaches. Basil Reynolds is a great coach, yeah, man. Lots of respect for him. Whole lot of respect for him, and I'm personally hoping that it can be a flourishing role. So yeah. I thought the good relation with Bailey could help bring Gray. You know how long Bailey hasn't seen Gray? This is from Bayer Leverkusen days, and even from Bayer Leverkusen days, if Gray didn't come on board, then what does that tell you? I don't think you have players going and whispering in each other's, hey, come play for Jamaica. Not everybody does that, you know. Not every player does that. But, hey, you should come to play for Jamaica. Not all players do that because they're looking out for their interests and their playing position. So not everybody is going to go to our next person with, hey, you should come play for Jamaica. That doesn't happen very often. This coach should be training coaches in madness too. His job is to qualify for the next World Cup. If the local coaches don't upgrade themselves, then they don't get the jobs. Again, very simple. again, when this or that sports TV asked Ethan Pinnock about Ivan Toney, Ethan Pinnock was just like, well, that decision is for Ivan Toney. So he didn't feel like Ethan Pinnock didn't feel like he had a responsibility to not convince, but to encourage Ivan Toney to play for Jamaica. He was just like, well, at the end of the day, it's his decision. He didn't even say, well, I'll talk to him about it. Let's see. It was just, well, it's his decision at the end of the day. Nothing surrounding, we'll try or anything of that nature. So Ethan Pinnock didn't feel like he had a responsibility to bring in Ivan Toney or Rico Henry. So, yeah. Andre Billick and the young goalkeeper Kanai Boyce Clark. Oh, in the Cameroon game, Jamali Waite and Boyce Clark are Foster in great form since last year. They've been doing well. I mean, if Hutchinson committed, Jamaica wouldn't need Gray. We'll get Amari Hutchinson. I'm confident about that. I'm sure. I'm sure about that. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So right now at Lexington Sporting Club, which has Amal Knight, there are 17 players, and Amal Knight is the only goalkeeper. I expect at some point that they will try to find another goalkeeper, but he's the only goalkeeper at the club right now. So, personally, a good look. Okay, Mario, if you say so, sir. We need to get these players on board from early so they can gel together. That's going to be important. That's important. The gelling is going to be crucial. Lavelle's network. First thing first, I asked you to private message me on Instagram. And secondly, Lewis Baker has never said no to Jamaica. He's never said no. Never. So I'm not sure where you got that information from. Noel Bernard is blessing Simon. Blessing, Noel. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I know many people have been asking about streamings and so on for the games. I'll let you all know if there will be. Will there be streams for the game next month? Jamaica has everything in terms of talent. Everyone has a voice that needs to be heard, but we need to keep some more meetings with each other so that we can strengthen out everything. Agreed, Shaka. Well said. If you guys haven't already, smash the like button. Come on, guys. If you haven't already, smash the like button. All right, guys? Smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. Right? Smash the like button and smash the subscribe button. All right, guys? Smash the like button and smash the subscribe button. Over 100 of you in the chat and not 100 likes yet? Come on, guys. Smash the like button right now. Waiting for you guys. Minimum 100 likes. Smash it. That's all you guys gotta do. Smash the like button. Come on, guys. Smash the like button. Good. You think with this coach the things will change? Yep, things will be better. Right now, my two best centre backs have started Richard King and Ethan Pinnock. Okay, cool. Simon, respect in the middle of a snowstorm, but showing utmost respect, my boss. Passing through to the chat, please smash the like button. Big up Warren Webster. Big up yourself. You are a general, sir. Enough respect. Blessings. Always. Big up yourself, Mr. Webster. Cool breeze. So smash the like button, guys. Let's go. Smash the like button right now. Bless up, Rigger Boys. Commentary original of Jamaican football content. Big up yourself, Balotelli. He never said no. There was a personal matter that he had to deal with. Very simple, Chaco. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. If you guys have any questions or show your love, use the super chat feature. Guys, when you use the super chat feature, it helps the channel to grow and develop so that we can do the interviews like we did over in England. The interviews, remember the interviews that were done in England? You guys remember the interviews that were done with Darren Moore, Cuba Mitchell, Cameron Eubank, Romeo Griffiths, Lewis Darlington, George Grant Jr., Liam Moore, Greg Lee, Kieran Aggard, Bibi Gardner, Ricardo Fuller, that's 11, Marvin Johnson, 12, Jaden Brown, 13 interviews in the UK. And by you using the super chat feature, it allows me to create other opportunities and avenues of this nature. It helps the start point. It helps the channel to grow. It helps the channel to continue its growth. Simon, clarity, which of the players you mentioned that you know Halgrimsson has already contacted, says Lavelle's Network. If you haven't already, watch the previous videos to get the information as it relates to those and smash the like button. So, Simon, do you think Halgrimsson will be more firm on overseas players? Example, not going to wait for guys who are wishy-washy? Yeah, of course. I expect it to be firm. It's either yes or no. You can't be, you have to be committed. Yeah. This is something that was highlighted in our previous video. Or maybe if Pinnock was treated great, he would have been more of an advocate for Team Jamaica. Better in the cold north, brother. I can imagine. Be careful. Be careful. I understand. It takes time for it to come to Jamaica. I fully get that. In the meantime, you can post an ad on the channel of your business. If you want to advertise your business on this channel, you can do so. Just private message Reggae Boys Commentary on Instagram or Simon.Preston on Instagram. And by doing so, you will be able to have your ad featured on the channel. What are the chances in the games in Florida? You know, Florida always has to have a game. Whether it's Orlando or Fort Lauderdale, there has to be games. There'll definitely be East Coast games of the US. Definitely East Coast. Sure. East Coast USA? Hands down. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, so we can be certain of that. We can be certain of that. For sure. Yeah, guys, so if you haven't already, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Let us know. And then smash the subscribe button after that. All right, guys. Sounds like a plan. Good stuff. Simon is number 15 admitted on the next tour. Is she hurt? My fellow Jamaica Canadian. She's versatile, talented, but she has that energy and vibes, plus her quality will play will be missed. Yes, number 15 has not been selected. As it relates to the reason, I'm not sure. What I can say is that The Hungarian league is not in season right now. She's in pre-season form compared to players in England that are in mid-season form right now. So that is what I can say right now. This time around, we need players who 100% committed to Jamaica. Absolutely. Jermaine Roberts says, good morning. Good morning, Jermaine. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. One Jamaica despite where in the world you are. Absolutely. Spot on. You're right. So yeah, that's something to bear in mind. Mm-hmm. Do you see Haiti making Gold Cup knockouts and staying in the league if they get promoted? What should we expect from them this cycle? Quarterfinals is realistic for the Gold Cup. Staying in League A, it depends on the group that they would have next cycle. It depends on that, for sure. It really depends on all of those aspects. So what we're going to have to do is be patient and wait to see how everything progresses. And then we take it from there. So yeah. If the GC Foster started today, who would our midfielders be if you was the coach? Oh, the World Cup started today. John Russell, Ravel Morrison, Morgan Gibbs-White. We should go with players like Pinnock, Lee, Moore. The likes of King and Tipsy are not quite ready to compete as yet. We need experience. Remember how they treated Wes Morgan and the rest? Tipsy? How many professional footballers play in the Caribbean nations? Dozens right now. When you bear in mind Haiti, Trinidad, Jamaica, Curacao. Oh, more than hundreds, I would say. So yeah. Credibility boss, what's your view on the under 17 pool? Honestly speaking, I like what I see. I think there's strides to take. And personally, I just want to see Cameron Eubank and Zach Lovelace. And personally, if those two were involved in the mix, then I would openly and honestly say, yeah, he's got it. So yeah. Yep. And before it was called the championship, it was called First Division. So 3 minus 25 is 22. First Division is now considered championship. 3 plus 9, 12, 12 plus 4, 16, 16 plus 5, 21, 20 plus 1, 22 EPL goals. Yeah, Dean Burton scored 22 goals in the EPL. Grim, Lord, get it right this time around. Trust me, he sees the talent pool. That's why he chose Jamaica. What are your thoughts on a back four of Amari, Ethan, Joel, and Dexter? So, Joel and Ethan sent out Dexter right back. I like it. Amari is not my ideal left back, but I'm willing to work with it. When we say talent pool, what exactly is this talent pool? All players that are available to Jamaica. All players that are available to play for Jamaica. All players available to play for Jamaica. Good morning, Simon. Next week is the camp. I'm looking forward to see what's next. Well, I hope so. I hope so. I'm hoping that all will be well in that sense. So yeah. So yeah. Follow-up question, my boss. Which players on the current squad should we look out for to become the next breakout star under 17? Lumsden. Remember the name. Lumsden. I can't understand talent pool when we have 5 players going to the MLS. Huh? Who is the ideal left back from the pool we have? Dimitri Mitchell. Limitation to tomorrow's game most concerning. The defensive aspect. The defensive aspect most concerns me, especially close to the corner flag. I think he can get a little bit tighter. We need Mason Holgate as under 55. I'll take him. You need a Jamaican passport as a citizenship to be on the national team. You need the citizenship. And of course, to travel, you need the passport. So citizenship, most important thing. Yeah, man. We only have one player playing in top 5 league from a player who has many caps, can't even get on the bench as a club. So where's the talent pool at home or in the diaspora? This also includes players that were born in the UK to Jamaican parents or grandparents. Omar Richards should have been in the national setup for years. Love Island's network. This is what you do. You see where you commented in the chat a while ago? You see where you commented in the chat a while ago? All right. Just above that, you're going to see, right, just below where you commented in the chat, you see 3 icons, right? You see add reaction and you see the show support for Reggae Boys commentary. You see the icon that shows the dollar icon, you press on that, and that is how you use the super chat feature in particular. All right. So hopefully that helps. The diaspora. Yeah. 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 Mitchell is not better than Bell in your opinion. Okay, cool breeze. How old is Rolando Aarons? Rolando Aarons is his mid-20s now, so he's 25, 26 now, mid-20s. Okay, cool breeze. Thanks for your support if you're going to be assisting in that manner. Did Mitchell get passport? Did we meet you, Mitchell? No. So yeah. I'm hoping CONCACAF lets a nation in their region take Qatar be spots at Gold Cup. Phrase that. Plus, he needs to recruit Max Aarons. Max Aarons, good player. Wicked man burps. I'm late to the party. Why? You're in school or something? Boy, man, I tell you must have been in class or something like that. Wicked man burp, or as they call him, Wicked man. Wicked man Chris. Yeah. To make a long story short, Chris, Coach Halgrimsson will be in direct dialogue and contact with all the overseas-based players, keep in touch with them on a weekly basis to see how they're doing at the clubs, what needs to improve, and everything of that nature. I wonder what you think about Aarons when he came on for us. I think Aarons looked decent when he came on at the National Stadium. Well, the motive with Halgrimsson and the overseas mandem, to have communications, to find out how they're doing, and to get insight in relation to how they're doing at their respective clubs. If we don't include fantasy players, the pool is not great on paper, but I can't understand champions are only one of the points of the top 5. Devin Mitchell is in the process. I have been assisting him and his agent. There you go, folks. That's the information you need right there. Sounds good? Good. Well, that should tell you everything right there. Hopefully that gives you guys reassurance on this matter in expanding the player pool and everything. So that's what we can be aware of Sounds good? Yeah. So yeah. I did a party. Chadwick White says, "Where is Cataract? He is in Jamaica." One I don't know about great because we didn't look good against those top CONCACAF teams. Uncle Devon, my respect. Everybody within the chat. Morgan Gibbs White as it relates to who I would want. As it relates to who I would want. Uncle Devon, how was the process with young Mr. Rose down there? He's right here. Would you look at that? Devon Porter, I appreciate you, says Sheridan. Simon Gooden, the centre back from Stats in the under 17 squad, looks very good for the future. I've heard great things about him, and he's expected to be on the plane, the final plane. You know? So, yep, folks. So let me know your thoughts. Who that Tin Pan Sound? Tin Pan Sound? I revive Simon. Why would Jamaica's two most informed goal scorers, Tiffany Cameron and Shania Hills, be omitted from the regulars when we have an issue of lack of goal scoring outside of Bunny Shaw? Now that, my friend, is the $1 million question on this. Who wants to be a billionaire? That, my friend, is the $1 million question. The only logical explanation that I can come with is that Tiffany is not in season because the Hungarian league is on a winter break right now and they're having preseason games. They played a preseason game today and FCR won 5-0 and Tiffany had 2 assists. So even when she's not scoring, she's contributing with assists. So if she was in a Germany, if she was in a England, I think she would have been in the squad. That's my opinion because of the game situation. Because right now she's not in a season. She's in a preseason form at this point in time. Devon Porter says, Simon, check your messages. Okay. Okay. So I don't think for those stuff. Okay. All right. So, folks, Devon Porter has confirmed it with us, re Demi Mitchell, as relates to the starting of the process of gathering all the necessary documents for a Jamaican passport. As we know, he's still recovering as it relates from some niggling injuries, but let's hope that we can sort out this process soon. Simon, how's Anthony Grant doing? Well, his cousin, Mr. Blake, can go more in detail about it, but still on the hunt for a club. Still on the hunt for a club. Mitchell might be injury prone. He's not played much this season. Yeah. Simon, if he's going to stay in contact with players like Flemo, like him not playing, would he also contact the club and managers to hear the full 100? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Also, Lembekisa should be in the left back conversation because of his potential. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Interesting, eh? So yeah. Yeah. All right. Can't believe somebody has not signed grants yet. Yeah. What are the under 17s doing their scrimmage friendly? They're impressing. That's what I can say. There's a deal with him house a yard. He and his family will be on the rock for the whole summer. Would you look at that? Honestly, want to know the deal why Flem and McGee now play. Remember when McGee signed for Cassiopen? Wicked man burp. There was a change of coach after 6 months, and that change of coach just not rate him. So that's why he's been rocking none at 23s. His contract ends in the summer, and I expect him to leave in the summer. Flemo, the coach, basically saying that in training you have to have some improvement. Malcolm X, any upcoming Reggae Boys friendly? Hopefully one before the Mexico game, but nothing is confirmed. Rates Bell over Lee and Mitchell because they both seem injury prone. I can't believe somebody has not signed Grant yet. Probably had offers. Yeah. Needs to drop down to League Two to get some playing time. Make a name for himself. McGee needs to leave that group. Yeah, McGee will leave there. Whether it's the summer or the end of this window, he'll leave. I feel it will be the summer though. Concave can be very harsh on the body. 3 days Anglo times last Anglia really suffering from junior Fleming until some again. Yeah. Yep, East Anglia, Ipswich, Norwich, those are the clubs in those areas. Double D Wizards stop talk about Flemmer. He can't make this Jamaica team anymore. I'm sorry. Daniel Thomas. You're a United fan, Daniel Thomas. You're doing well. Good that you're a Manchester United fan. A lot of different countries and climates in CONCACAF. You're right. Are the Reggae Boys trying to get Omar Richards? Danny Rose? Danny Rose has not been. Danny Rose played for England, so he can't represent Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So let's just take our mind off of Danny Rose. Yeah, we'll win today still, yeah, man. I beat Nottingham first, so. I see your thing, you know. Yeah, man, we'll take care of them. Yeah, man, we'll take care of them proper. Just wait and see. You see what we're going. I see your thing, you know, you see what we're going. Yeah, man, our trophy that. The trophy win already. As my bridge them would have said. The trophy win already. The trophy win already. Whisper gone over Newcastle yet? No, I'm going to leave the island. He has an appointment later this week to get a Schengen visa. And as you know, Schengen visa, basically the EU, countries outside of the UK. So it gives the impression that there are other trials that will come after the one in England. And my understanding is that there will be opportunities in Belgium and Portugal. So look forward to that. Yeah, Schengen visa. Yeah. Man, Schengen visa. Gibbs White will mash up Man U Gunners. You know, easy at all. You know, easy at all, you know. Minus about. Yo, yeah. We're gonna beat them. Foolishness. About Man U can. Are you serious? It's must joke, yeah, joke. Mister, it's must joke, yeah, joke. About how Jamaica. That's nothing, you know. So I'm off Saturday. So I'm off Saturday, you know. When I talk about beat Man U. On a bright. About beat Man U. Well, beat Man U. Sure, man, I'm not going to go on, yeah. It's alright, yeah. Sure. Anyways, it is what it is, eh? Is Whisper's try with Newcastle's first team or the academy? So we can look forward to seeing him in the national side soon. Whisper? All dependent on Coach Halgrimsson. He said it's exciting, but he has to prove himself now against big man. Big up, Sign Point. How are you? How are you doing? Grant and Mariappa can give us at least 2 more years. Gold Cup and Copa? I say Gold Cup. We'll see if I have the legs for another year. Not heard of Jamaica going to Portugal much. No, we haven't. We were bright before Arsenal Manu as well. Big up Phil Powell. Says blessings and blessings. The true roles I might be going to see her. His agent, Kevin Cohen, has dispelled those links to the Serie A side. Just remember you get the outside goal. I'll take Grant in my team any day. Signing point. 1-1, big up. Grant playing. Daniel Thomas. Whatever line in the world show. Not offside. Stopping the haste. Guys. Boy, I'm not easy, you know. I'm not easy on top, man, I tell you. Boy. Greetings. How are you doing, Sir MPEC? Hope you are doing well. Simon, Manchester United for life. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. And the Reds go marching on. Yeah. Good song, isn't it? Yeah, of course, Manchester United. One of the best teams in the world. It's a similar 2026 World Cup for us. When I know about league, what are we name World Cup? Say, are we still a win? Are we still a win? Are we still a win? We still a win. Big up, big up, big up. I'm out of here, bloody MU stream. That song is the last show. Leads are falling apart. Man, them a laugh. Why them a laugh for? Has Arsenal given info on the amount of Jamaican heritage shirts sold? I haven't done the research, so I don't know. But we can do the digging. How about Romain Blake, that kid from JC? He's class, you know. Big baller. Benzema. Baller. Leeds is not in relegation. No. Everton don't need a manager like Bielsa. They need a Pochettino. They need someone like a Max Allegri. That's what they need. Carlo Ancelotti. Hey, you know who can be the manager of Leeds? Topper. No, the former players, great players, world-class players don't necessarily turn out to be world-class coaches. And before you guys say, Zidane had a great team. me just try draw with Mr. Blake. I said about Tapa coach Leeds. Tapa have a good job of Mount Pleasant, man. Now we're talking. Duncan Ferguson. Main too short for centre back and he's a player right back or CDM. Hey, Mariappa is 5'8". You know, Mariappa is 5'8". So if Mariappa can do it, then you know what I mean. Tapa would need a pro license to coach in EPL, Simon. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm fully aware. Coach has said that he'll keep in contact with all the overseas-based players, check in with them, see how they're doing at their respective clubs, and find out why they're not playing, if they're not playing, why they're not playing, and if they're playing, how things are going at their respective clubs. So everything of that nature, you know. That's basically what will happen from that standpoint. Incorrect, sir. Martinez is 5'9". Mm-hmm. 5'9". 5'9". And before you guys go and say, "Oh, Simon Mariappa is 6 foot," I saw it on Wikipedia. Mariappa is not 6 foot. If Mariappa is 6 foot, then I'm 7'5". Mariappa is not 6 foot. Mariappa is 5'8". Do you ever see local football improving to a professional level? In 2 decades, yeah. In 2 decades, I think it's possible. Like I've always made mention, I think that there are more avenues that need to be monetized that haven't been monetized as yet. Why can't Arnett Gardens play their home games at the NTB Anthony Spalding Sports Complex? City plays at the Etihad. Arsenal plays at the Emirates. At one point, Newcastle United played at the Sports Direct Arena. So why not? Some of the sounds good. We need the overseas players. Leeds has a coach. I'm sure Everton contacted. Yo, you know easy, you know? I don't know. Alright, cool. Same rule applies for Martinez. Mr. Martinez in a real life, Mr. Martinez in a real life, with my eye them. I say, yo, Jenna, you good? In fact, Mr. Martinez twice in my life. I see him play for Argentina against Jamaica. I see him for Man U against Tottenham. I see him on my eye. I say, yo, Alessandro, big up Jenna. Him say, Simon, ¿qué tal? I say, Emiliano. Him say, todo bien? I say, sí. Nah, sir. Maps is no 6-footer. What happened to Nathan Redmond? Monday at Turkey. I try doing thing. We can move on, See, in life, bigger and better things we're working on. Bigger and better things. We're not settling for mediocrity. All right, Daniel? We're not settling for no mediocrity. Time to give Maps an honourable farewell. We have a bunch of young centre-backs that need to play the game of experience. Maps, let's give Maps a guard of honour after the Gold Cup, after we lift the trophy. Put another medal around his neck. That would be nice. And he comes to the 2026 World Cup as assistant coach. Oh, that's on my side. Simon says, Simon, oh, Martinez look in real life, extra short or average? Is a question or a statement? Just tell me. The powers that be in Jamaica have no vision, whether it's sports or politics. That's why football is stagnant in Jamaica. With no vision, the people perish. Give it time, give it time, give it time. As in, if he's still interested in playing for Jamaica, Nathan Redmond may attack. No. Simon, you'll never be ready to move on from Maps, your fave that. As I said, I'm willing to give him the Gold Cup 2023 and possibly the Copa America. So yeah, Maps could be the coach for the under-17. He has his coaching badges, to be quite frank with you guys. He has his coaching badges. He does. Richard King are the best centre-back Jamaica have. Ethan Pinnock as well. Do you think we have too much local club? Yes. In the JPL, no, but in terms of across the island, yes, we have a lot of clubs on the island. We have over 200 clubs on the island. Plenty clubs. But I'm not talking about JPL. JPL, I have no problem with 14 teams in the JPL. In fact, I would love to be at a stage where I have 20 teams in the JPL. Simon, do you consider yourself an elitist when it comes to Jamaican football? Elitist? Do I think that football should be run by the elite? Not necessarily. Levels Network, big up, sir. Thank you very much for your contribution. Really, really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. You've been an absolute gem today. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for all the hard work. Really, really appreciate it. And we'll keep up the good work on the platform as well. Daniel Thomas, if you believe that we are in serious problems moving forward, Jamaica should have 40 clubs or less. Having over 200 clubs is too much. No, 40 clubs, no. I think we can have 100 clubs, but 287 was the last count that I had. I think 100 clubs across the island is fine, because when you're bearing in mind the 14 parishes on the island. Portmore Parish now, right? That's 15 now. So, yeah. No. Who tell you Tommy Abraham have Jamaican parents? No, man, no come with that. Tommy Abraham do have no Jamaican heritage to him. No come with that. No come with that. That is Nigeria through and through. All right. Sometimes Halgrimsson believe that I should say you should believe whatever you want to say. Your opinion still. Jason Gunnar is another illusion. Oh, fine. Daniel needs to stop lying. Just go to your bed. Oh, by the way, guys, Tammy Abraham, his real name is Kevin. His real name is Kevin. Just like Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire's real name, well, his first name is Jacob. Joe Hart's real name is not Joe Hart. His name is Charles Hart. So, yeah. Just showing appreciation for your hard work and dedication to our football. Thank you very much, Labels Network. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to continue working hard and doing this for always. All right? Really, really appreciate it. And we'll continue the hard work. Really, really appreciate it. Guys, we'll wrap up in another 8 minutes or so. So any question that you have, let me know. Portmore is a parish now. When that happened? Yeah, Joe Caron. Serious thing, them approved Portmore as a parish last year. When last year come Jamaica, Jason? When last year come Jamaica? Portmore parish now, yeah. Yeah, Portmore parish now. JD, the general big man. Big up. Team IMAX it in the house. IMAX it football. JD says he's typing right now. Portmore is a parish now. When that happen or a joke, you are run. Cyan, big up. Jason goes says 2019 was last bit. Okay. But yeah, man, serious thing. A serious thing, man. Portmore a parish now. You can research it right now. Portmore parish. House approved motion to name Portmore Jamaica's 15th parish. This is the first time since 1867 that a new parish is being created. But my question is this. What's the capital of Portmore? Oh, well. But yeah, man, Portmore is a parish now, man. Ethan Laird would love to play for Jamaica. I need to Star Heart Iron much. Portmore still says the parish has been approved and probably never will. I'm sure it will eventually. Portmore FA soon starts stringing up those 2 more votes, isn't it? Give a quick recap of some that joined late. Coach Halgrimsson says he'll be in touch with the overseas-based players to stay in touch with them to see how they're doing with their club form. Capital Portmore no must be Gaza, Simon. Gaza. Capital of Portmore should be Waterford, Gaza. Not Cumberland? Not Cumberland? Not Cedar Grove? All right, cool breeze. Once a Gaza. Is Portmore smaller than Kingston? Size? No. In terms of size, no. No, it isn't. No, it isn't at all. Yeah. Port Henderson Road. Capital of Portmore will probably be Portmore or Portmore Mall. Sunshine City. Dexter Lembekisa. I would love for him to get called up. I'd love for him to get called up, Danny Thomas. I went to class, I'm back, and you are still live. Big up the commitment, Simon. Wow. Absolutely. Thanks, Mr. Galaxy. Really, really appreciate it. So, guys, if you haven't already, why haven't you smashed the like button? And if you've already done that, why haven't you smashed the subscribe button? Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button right now. I'm waiting for you guys. Smash the like button and smash the subscribe button right now. Come on, guys. Right now. Bam, 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 bam. 2 more to 150 likes. Smash it right now. But as enough respect, big up. Thank you very much for your support. Really, really appreciate it. You know, really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much for your commitment. I really, really appreciate it. Literally didn't believe there are so many players that want to play for Jamaica, honestly. So all this, Danny. All this. So if you haven't already done it, you smash the like button. I think Casey Palmer deserves a recall. He's playing better than DJ at the moment. Recall, yes. He has to now prove what he has to do in that recall to see if he can make the Gold Cup squad. Dexter have to get calm up. The youth looking good. Dexter is a good player. Pick up Simon, good show. Thank you, Simon. Really, really appreciate it. Is that bad as the footballer? It's a good question, actually. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I have no idea at all. No idea. No idea at all. Rolanda Aarons, my friend, has played for Jamaica already, and he did in the CONCACAF Nations League. Injuries have hurt him, but for me, I think he has work to do to get back into the frame of mind and be part of the pool. Anthony Corbett, is that you? Reggae Boys fans, thanks so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate your support. This is where we will wrap up proceedings with this live in particular. We'll be live again later this evening. If you guys haven't already, smash the like button. And after you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. More videos to come. Smash the subscribe button. We're this close to 16,000 subscribers. This close. So smash the subscribe button right now. Glory, glory, Man United, and the Reds go marching on. Right? Reggae Boys. Yeah, you don't know.
This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105.